Biotech stocks have often been a popular theme in the stock market. Even without the catalyst from the ongoing pandemic, the industry is one that many investors keep a close tab on. In this video, we will tell you about the 10 best biotech sector stocks to buy now. Number 10. Axsome Therapeutics. Axsome's lead drug candidate, which it calls AXS-05, targets suppression, Alzheimer's disease-related agitation, and cigarette smoking cessation. In 2021, the company filed for U.S. regulatory approval for the drug to treat depression. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration, FDA, identified 2 manufacturing deficiencies in Axsome's regulatory filing. But Axsome believes the issues are addressable, and it's working with the FDA to resolve them. The company's pipeline includes 2 other late-stage candidates. AXS-07 targets the treatment of migraines, and the FDA is scheduled to make an approval decision on the investigational drug in 2022. In 2023, Axsome expects to file for U.S. regulatory approval of AXS-14 for treating fibromyalgia. Number 9. Adagio Therapeutics. First up, we will be looking at Adagio. For those unaware, this is a clinical stage biopharmaceutical company that specializes in antibody-based solutions for infectious diseases that have pandemic potential. Now, its primary focus is on the virus SARS-CoV-2, its variants, and the disease caused by the virus. Its lead product candidate, ADG20, has been gaining plenty of traction in the stock market lately. For starters, the company summarized recent findings reported in 3 separate publications that show the drug has neutralization activity against the Omicron variant. There are also outlines concerning initiatives to address the current and future variants of concerns. Furthermore, Adagio is elevating ADG20 in its global phase 2/3 clinical trials for both the prevention and treatment of COVID-19. Should the drug receive authorization soon, it would be a huge boost for Adagio. All things considered, would you be jumping on the ADGI stock bandwagon? Number 8. Pacific Biosciences. Following that, we will be looking at Pacific Biosciences of California, PACB. In detail, the company specializes in sequencing systems to help scientists resolve genetically complex problems. As of now, the company has developed its single-molecule, real-time, SMRT technology. This technology enables single-molecule, real-time detection of nucleic acid sequences and addresses many of the limitations of previous sequencing technologies. Earlier this week, PACB along with Berry Genomics announced a collaboration to provide PACB's long-read sequencing technology to the Chinese clinical market. Under the agreement, PACB will develop its first long-read desktop sequencing platform with funding and guidance from Berry. Number 7. Vertex Pharmaceuticals. Another top biotech company you should note is Vertex Pharmaceuticals. It is a company that focuses on developing and commercializing therapies for the treatment of cystic fibrosis, CF. Besides that, it is also in the midst of advancing its research and development programs and other indications. Currently, the company has several approved medicines that treat the underlying cause of CF. This includes Kaftrio, Symdeko, Orkambi, and Kalydeco. Recently, there are reasons for optimism among VRTX stock investors. It announced on Tuesday that the European Commission has approved the label extension of Kaftrio in a combination regimen with ivacaftor. This indication is for patients aged 6 through 11 years old who have at least one F508del mutation in the CF transmembrane conductance regulator gene. Number 6. BioMarin Pharmaceutical Inc., ticker BMRN. BioMarin develops pharmaceuticals for serious rare diseases. Analyst Corey Kasimov is anticipating new phase 3 data for investigational gene therapy Roctavian in early 2022. Assuming positive data, Kasimov projects a Committee for Medicinal Products for Human Use opinion on Roctavian in the first half of 2022, followed by potential European regulatory approval. He anticipates a potential Prescription Drug User Fee Act filing in the US in the second half of the next year. In addition, the FDA recently approved BioMarin's Voxzogo for treatment for children with achondroplasia. JP Morgan has an overweight rating and a $135 price target for BMRN stock, which closed at $86.48 on December 17th. Number 5. Regeneron Pharmaceuticals. The biggest moneymaker for Regeneron is Eylea, an eye disease drug that the company makes in collaboration with Bayer. All net sales from Eylea in the US are awarded to Regeneron, and the company splits with Bayer in the revenue earned from the markets outside the US. Regeneron also has a lucrative partnership with Sanofi, another life sciences and pharmaceutical company. Together, the two companies are marketing and selling the autoimmune disease drugs Dupixent and Kevzara, the cancer drugs Libtayo and Zaltrap, and the cholesterol drug Praluent. RegenCov, a monoclonal antibody therapy for COVID-19, has been a huge commercial success for Regeneron so far. Regeneron distributes the therapy in the US, while its partner Roche distributes it outside the US. Number 4. Twist Bioscience. Twist Bioscience developed a proprietary technology for writing DNA on a silicon chip. The synthetic DNA the company manufactures is used in synthetic genes, next-generation sequencing preparation, and antibody libraries used by biopharma companies to discover and develop drugs. In 2021, Twist had nearly 3,000 customers spanning several industries, including academic research, agriculture, healthcare, and industrial chemicals. The company isn't profitable yet. However, Twist sales continue to grow rapidly as it launches new products based on its synthetic DNA. Number 3. Biotech. Biotech is a Germany-based clinical-stage biotechnology company. Essentially, it focuses on patient-specific immunotherapies for the treatment of cancer and other serious diseases. In addition, the company also develops a broad product pipeline using different scientific approaches and technology platforms. Well, BioNTech stock is yet another vaccine company that has benefited greatly from the pandemic. More than doubling its value over the past year, some still see it as one of the top picks in the biotech industry. Last week, the company and InstaDeep Ltd. announced the development of a new computational method. It can analyze worldwide available sequencing data and predicts high-risk variants of SARS-CoV-2 by combining structural modeling of the viral spike protein and AI algorithms. It can flag potentially high-risk variants entered in the SARS-CoV-2 sequence data repositories within less than a day. Number 2. Novavax. Last but not least, we have the clinical stage biotech company Novavax. Put simply, the company specializes in recombinant nanoparticle vaccines and adjuvants. By leveraging its recombinant nanoparticle vaccine technology, it produces vaccine candidates to respond to both known and newly emerging diseases. With Omicron running wild right now, NVAX stocks is often under the limelight among investors. Despite waiting for its vaccine to be authorized in the US, it already made its mark in 3 major markets globally. The company's CEO, Stanley Erck, claims that the company is going to make a significant impact on this COVID pandemic. Novavax and SK Bioscience announced that South Korea's Ministry of Food and Drug Safety has approved a biologics license application, BLA, from SK Bioscience for Nuvaxovid COVID-19 vaccine. The vaccine is indicated for active immunization of individuals 18 years of age and older to prevent COVID-19. Slowly but surely, the company's coronavirus vaccine is seeing adoption in more countries around the world. With that said, should you be eyeing NVAX stock? And number 1, Exelixis. Exelixis has 4 drugs that are already on the market. The biggest winner by far is Cabometyx, which is approved to treat retinal cell carcinoma, RCC, and hepatocellular carcinoma, HC, the most common types of kidney cancer and liver cancer respectively, as well as thyroid cancer. Exelixis and biopharma company Bristol Myers Squibb won U.S. regulatory approval in early 2021 for the use of Cabometyx in combination with Bristol Myers immunotherapy drug Opdivo. Excelysys is also working with drug maker Roche to evaluate combination treatment using Cabometyx and Roche's cancer immunotherapy treatment, Tecentriq. Both of these treatment combinations are targeting previously untreated RCC. Do let us know in the comments which one of them would you like to consider for your portfolio. Please subscribe to the Stock Advisor. Thanks for watching.